I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. On the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What now? What it is?
Hey, let's get him home.
Right now.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Go, 91.
He's checking.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr, and that's incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and
touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now, it's Jacobs. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Set. 6-6. Pull it high.
Right 54. You can't block me.
Get it.
Jump.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, touchdown number 18 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability. Jones hit and the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Recon, 132, 5 snap.
Following the fumble recovery, Herbert. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Touchdown, Chargers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
4 down. 180. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
Carr now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Carr. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Carr to throw again. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Get it.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, pick your game up.
2nd and 15. He finds Austin complete. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, but it'll be 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Badgley able to punch this one through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dylan Cantrell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These two teams have been in the same division, meeting twice a year for decades, and there was some buzz in the press box earlier about the Holy Roller game in 1978. That's when Ken Stabler was about to get sacked, fumbled the ball. He got pushed forward. Dave Casper fell on it in the end zone, and the Raiders would win 21-20. And that was the catalyst for changing the offense's ability to advance a recovered fumble. Little history lesson for all you youngsters out there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on second down. Carr, and he whips that one incomplete there. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
49. Time to go, night-night.
Here's Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton Able to get him for a loss of about 3.
All day, dog.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Slam.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the pass.
5.
Here's second and 8. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up third and goal.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Check 31.
To throw on third down. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, it's Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. Complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Down. 180.
Mike, 49. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Carr now on first down. This complete to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw his Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. 93.
To throw again. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And an alley to run. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Allen, the intended receiver. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's caught. It's caught. Jones. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down. 180. 5 down. 49. Let's go. Check 3.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home, to 12-3 on the year. So that's a